Today, we're going to talk about 5 things that make Massachusetts a great place to live, and one bonus one at the end. So stick around. Hello, my name is Sarah Dolacondro, and I'm a real estate agent in Eastern Mass. I help buyers, sellers, investors, and builders with all of their real estate needs. So if you're thinking of making a move in the next 6 to 12 months, reach out, let's chat. It's never too early to start the conversation. My contact info will be on the screen here below and in the description. All right, let's get started. Now, let me preface this by saying I've lived in Massachusetts my entire life, except for 2 years of graduate school in New Hampshire. So I've been a New Englander my entire life, and I wouldn't want to move anywhere else. That's not to say there aren't things about Massachusetts that I absolutely hate, and that will be another video. But this video here is all the things there is to love about Massachusetts. Now, there's a saying that if you don't like the weather in New England, just wait a minute and it will change. And that's absolutely true. But the beauty of Massachusetts weather is that we get 4 seasons. We get a real summer, a real fall, a real winter, and a real spring. In the summer, the average temp is around 80, give or take, if you're on the shore or if you're inland. In the wintertime, the average temp falls to about 30-ish degrees on the coast and about 20 to 15 inland. So you do get a real winter. In the fall, when you're sick and tired of the heat from the summertime, that cool, crisp air is just, mwah, you can't beat it. And you get the beautiful foliage, and it's just such a beautiful time to be in Massachusetts. And just so you know, you don't have to go to New Hampshire, Maine, or Vermont to enjoy the foliage. Massachusetts has some of the most beautiful foliage that you can ever see. Wintertime in Massachusetts is phenomenal. You can ski, whether it's downhill, cross country, you can ice fish, you can skate, you can snowshoe. There's lots to do. Plus, we get snow. The average amount of snow a year in Massachusetts is about 40 inches, although lately we've gotten less snow. And in the springtime, when everything is blooming and popping and color is coming back, it's such a beautiful time to be in the city. You can see the beautiful cherry blossoms and all of the perennials and shrubs and trees that are blooming. It's such a vibrant time to be in the city. The second wonderful thing about living in Massachusetts is our healthcare. We have lots of world-renowned hospitals, teaching hospitals and research hospitals. We have Mass General, we have the Brigham, we have Beth Israel, we have Boston Medical Center, we have New England Baptist that specializes in orthopedics, we have Dana-Farber that specializes in cancer, we have Children's Hospital, and those are just a handful that I've picked that are in Boston. We have plenty in the North Shore, South Shore, and Western Mass. So you're never really far away from a hospital, which is really comforting to know. And you're never really far away from a good hospital. All right, this brings me to the third things I love about Massachusetts, and that has to do with schools and our education system. Overall, Massachusetts is one of the best education systems in the country. We consistently rank in the top 5. People in Massachusetts really take their public school education seriously, and it really has an influence on home values. People want good school systems in Massachusetts. In addition to that, we have some of the top colleges and universities in the country and in the world. We have over 100 in Massachusetts, 30 or so in Boston alone. Boston is known as America's college town, and it's pretty obvious why. And for the most part, community college is free. There is criteria that you have to qualify for. Most people do qualify. The only real big thing is you can't already hold a bachelor's degree. But if you go to 2 years of community college, you can transfer over to UMass state colleges and you will get a phenomenal education. And speaking of that, our state schools, University of Massachusetts, are one of the top tier schools in the nation. So you're getting a phenomenal education, whether you're going to state school or whether you're going to private school. All right, the next thing I love about Massachusetts is we're a coastal state. You can access the beach and you can access the mountains. And it's such a privilege to be able to do both. We're not landlocked. So there are so many beautiful beaches and coastal towns in Massachusetts. You can go to Cape Cod, which has a national seashore. You can go to Martha's Vineyard. You can go to Nantucket. You can go up to Plum Island. You can go down to Plymouth. Even the city of Boston has some really cool beaches. Yes, I said it, the city of Boston. And if you don't want any of the Massachusetts beaches, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but you're a stone's throw to Rhode Island, to New Hampshire, and to Maine, which all also have phenomenal beaches, and Connecticut. Sorry, I forgot about Connecticut. So you have access to beautiful beaches, you have access to beautiful mountains and everything in between. We have the Berkshires in Massachusetts, so if you prefer lakes and mountains over, sand and beach, you have that as an option. All right, the next thing I love about living in Massachusetts is we are a sports town through and through. We have professional hockey, baseball, basketball, football, lacrosse, men's and women's. We have professional men's soccer and we have professional women's soccer coming in 2026. We also have professional rugby, and I can't forget the Boston Marathon, which attracts runners and spectators from all over the country. And it's such an exciting event to go. Even if there's no one you're cheering on, you have to go check out the Boston Marathon. Okay, and before I get to the last awesome thing about Massachusetts, I have to say that if you've enjoyed this video so far, you get a little bit of value out of it, I would really love a thumbs up. And of course, if you're interested in learning more about Massachusetts, more about real estate news and homeownership in general, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that little bell. Every new subscriber helps me push my content out to more people, and my goal is to reach 1,000 followers by July. So if you can help me do that, I would be forever grateful. All right, the last thing, and there are more things, maybe I'll do a part two, I don't know, but the last thing I love about Massachusetts is our rich history. The American Revolution started in Massachusetts. We fought against taxation without representation when we threw a ton of tea overboard. We have the Freedom Trail that you can follow in Boston. We have the Old North Church. We have Faneuil Hall. We have a reenactment of the Battle of Lexington and Concord every Patriots Day in April, which if you haven't been, put it on your bucket list. You really can't miss that. We have Old Ironsides that you can tour. We have Walden Pond. So whether you're interested in political government history or literary history or sports history, we have that in Massachusetts. We have the Basketball Hall of Fame as well. So we have lots to do when it comes to history in Massachusetts. All right, that is it from here. If there's something that you love about Massachusetts, put it in the comments below and maybe I'll do a part two. I don't know. We'll see. I will do a video on things that I hate about Massachusetts because like I said in the beginning, I love Massachusetts and I can't imagine living anywhere else, but there are things that kind of grind my gears when it comes to Massachusetts. So if you liked this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and please consider subscribing and hitting that little bell so you get notified whenever a new video drops. Thanks for stopping by and we'll see you again soon.